So Green Bay went out and hired Matt LaFleur. I don't know if he's going to be a great coach. I don't. But I know this. If he gets the Aaron Rodgers thing right, then it'll work. And yesterday, the Jets hired Adam Gase. Why? Because Adam Gase and Sam Darnold had a better connection during the discussion than Sam Darnold and Mike McCarthy. Who did Baker Mayfield want as coach? Freddie Kitchens. He got it. And why did Arizona hire Cliff Kingsbury? Because they thought he and Josh Rosen would get along. 4 for 4 so far. The offensive coaches hired were the choice of the quarterback. Because due to rule changes, the quarterback now is more important than the coach. So you got to get it right. It did not used to be this way. Think I'm wrong? John Elway and Mike Shanahan won Super Bowls together. Sometimes not a great relationship. Terry Bradshaw and Chuck Noll had major issues, won 4 Super Bowls. Phil Simms and Bill Parcells were not best buddies. It was ugly, and they won. It used to be a head coach and quarterback league. Due to rule changes, it is now a quarterback and coaches league. By the way, look at the teams and the quarterbacks and the relationships this weekend. So the Rams are in the playoffs. You think it's a coincidence that Goff and McVay are like dad and son? Super tight. The Cowboys will face the Rams. Here's what we know about the Cowboys. Dak and Jason Garrett are all in together. By the way, the MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Super tight with Andy Reid. He'll face Andrew Luck and Frank Reich. It's an incredible bond. Oh, there's also Nick Foles and Doug Peterson. Tight. Facing Sean Payton and Drew Brees. Tightest in the league. Are you seeing something here? If you do not have a relationship where quarterback and coach are symbiotic, it doesn't work. By the way, tell me the 2 teams in the NFL this year that you are shocked didn't make the playoffs. Pittsburgh, Big Ben and Tomlin, not a great relationship. And Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy imploded. Also teams that disappointed us. Carolina, Cam and Ron Rivera. My sources tell me they both frustrate each other. By the way, Matt Ryan, Dan Quinn, it's okay. Kirk Cousins, Mike Zimmer, do not see eye to eye. Zimmer drives, Cousins drives Zimmer crazy sometimes. Okay, didn't used to be this way. You could have the demanding, yelling coach. Mike Ditka didn't have to like Jim McMahon. It didn't matter. Buddy Ryan didn't have to love his quarterbacks. You could win Super Bowls. You could win your division for years. Doesn't work that way anymore. The rule changes. If the relationship is even a little off between coach and quarterback, it doesn't work. Pittsburgh and Green Bay. By the way, do you want to know why Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers did not get along this year? Okay, I got this one sourced. They got along fine for years because there was a middleman. There was always a middleman. But Alex Van Pelt got run off, the middleman. So this year, Rodgers and McCarthy had to deal with each other constantly. And the minute it didn't work, the team folded and the coach got fired. Okay? So yesterday, all these teams, named the only team, by the way, that didn't hire an offensive coach. Denver. Now, why would Denver not worry about that whole quarterback thing? They hired Vic Fangio because Denver doesn't have a franchise quarterback that John Elway thinks is going to be around in 4 years. So they didn't give a rip. They didn't care. They got Gary Kubiak being the offensive coordinator. He will eventually have to get along with the quarterback. But they don't think much of Case Keenum, so it didn't matter. They went and got a defensive coach who, by the way, Vic Fangio is a good coach, not much of a personality, not much of a talker, doesn't have real relationships with quarterbacks. They didn't care. Even Tom Brady this year. Tom Brady was always subservient to Belichick. We all know that, right? For years and years, it was Belichick's team, and Tom did what he said. He got rid of Wes Welker. He got rid of Randy Moss. Bill ran the show. What happened this year? Brady said, you re-sign Gronk on my terms, and you get rid of Garoppolo, or I'm out. And Belichick said, as the greatest coach in football history, all right. Even in New England, for the first time the last couple of years, Tom has flexed. No. We're not getting rid of Gronk. Re-sign him. Belichick, all right. Belichick didn't do that for 17 years. Brady's like, get Garoppolo out of town. I'm not getting Garoppolo. All right. It is no longer a coach-quarterback league. It is a quarterback-coach league. 4 for 4 yesterday. Aaron signed off on LaFleur. Darnold preferred Gase. Baker wanted Freddie. And Cliff and Rosen connect. All right, let's shift to this. So, a dynasty could end this weekend. And I just want to say this. Joy and I have said this multiple times. She's been in this business a long time. I've been in it longer just because I'm older. We both root for stories. We've said that. You think we root for teams. No.
We root for content.
We root for content. Content equals ratings, contract extensions. We want fun. We want car wrecks. We want craziness. You know what the best thing that could happen to Joy and us this weekend? Dallas wins. That's good for us. Cowboy Nation erupts. Cowboys are on Fox. That's our team. And you know the other thing that would be great for us? And you're not going to believe this, but I will set a record Monday if this happens. The Patriots get blown out, and the dynasty dies. Because a lot of people are connecting me to New England through the years. I see the numbers. They'll tune in to see what I have to say about the dynasty that got crushed. Chargers win by 40. They roll them. They beat them 47-10. It is awful. Brady stinks. That is great for my business. But that's not going to happen because New England's going to win. But the Chargers have better players. I know, they do. I'm not arguing. So did Jacksonville last year. So does Pittsburgh every year. So did Atlanta in the Super Bowl. Atlanta had better players. Go look at the Pro Bowl list. Seattle had better players in the Super Bowl. By the way, so did the St. Louis Rams 17 years ago. They had better players than New England. In fact, if you put down the top 10 players, in my opinion, between the Chargers and the Patriots this weekend, Brady won, then Phillip Rivers, then the Patriots' Stephon Gilmore, then it's a bunch of Chargers, and then Devin McCourty. It's 7-3 Chargers. Brady, Rivers, Stephon Gilmore, Desmond King, Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, Devin McCourty, Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen. And by the way, 11 through 20 is a lot of Chargers. Seattle had better players. Atlanta had better players. Pittsburgh's always got better players. Chargers have better players. Atlanta did. Let me give you the advantages, if I may, for New England. At home, Belichick, rested, weather, experience, significantly better kicker. The Chargers are playing on back-to-back East Coast games. There is not geographically, unless the NFL creates a very quick franchise in Nova Scotia, there is not a further trip the Chargers could make for the second straight weekend. New England does have less talent, but this has become their brand, that outside of Brady, talent doesn't win games. Being at home, cold weather, December and January, 1 or 2 trick plays, very good bend, don't break defense. I will tell you without question, and Joy Taylor knows this, and everybody in my business knows this, we do not root for teams. We root for stories. I rooted for LeBron to become a Laker and LeBron to become a Miami Heat. And when those stories get old, like LeBron in Miami, LeBron in Cleveland, I'm rooting for another story. That's what we root for. Dallas winning and New England getting absolutely lit up this weekend is fantastic. But I even think I know how this game's going to go. A rested team on 2 weeks is going to start quickly New England. New England is 97-8 at home when they score first. And in 15 playoff games in Foxborough, they are 13-2 when they score first. So they are 97-8 overall, winning 92% of their games when they score first. And the West Coast team traveling out east again will be a little unsettled initially. New England gets on them, jumps on them early, then holds them off. It's not actually what I want. What I want is content. And the Chargers blowing them out and the Cowboys hammering the Rams. Give me 4 days of stories. But I think New England is the bet this weekend. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.